As the table turns, so goes the soundtrack of our lives.
Hey everybody, this is Carlos from As the Table Turns. It's about 6:10, 6:15. Heading out right now to Record Store Day at Streetlight Records in Santa Cruz, California. See what we can get. After that, I might hit up another store, Siren Records. Alright.
Hey VC, this is Carlos from As the Table Turns. It's the day after RSD, Sunday, 27th, and I wanted to show what I got. Didn't have any time yesterday to do this. It was my daughter's birthday actually. Yes, and I had enough time to celebrate her birthday. Wasn't just thinking about myself and record store day. So I did record store day, got home about 11, was able to go get ice cream and help with setting up for the party, and she had a good birthday. It was her third birthday. Didn't have any time last night to do this either. There's a lot of cleanup and everything after the party. But I'm here this morning, and I just wanted to show what I got for RSD. There were three things I really went for, four things I really went for actually, and then I picked up a couple other RSDs, and then I picked up a couple just stuff that they had in the record store because you were able to go around and dig. Like you saw in the video, I went to Streetlight Records in Santa Cruz again, I left. What time did I leave? I left here at 6. It was kind of foggy on the way there, so people were kind of going a little slow. It usually takes 45 minutes. It took me about an hour to get there. Got there a little bit before 7, and then stood in line for 3 hours until they opened up at 10 a.m. Stood in line, had a great conversation with some people, so it was fun. Let's see. These are the ones that I went for. This was one, I didn't hear anyone talk about this, and it's kind of a niche thing, and we're listening to it right now. It is Robbie Basho, long title here. Song of the Avatars, The Lost Master Tapes, or selections from Songs of the Avatar, The Lost Master Tapes. Robbie Basho, he is one of the progenitors of American primitive guitar, they call it. It's like, he used a lot of open chords, or open something, I don't know, open chords, open frets, something like that. He mixed a lot of different or various guitar styles, sitar type styles, along with just a regular American guitar. He did 12-string guitar, but amazing guitarist. If you can hear it, you know, I would put he's on the same level, if not, you know, I think other people looked up to him, like John Fahey looked up to him, Max Ox looked up to him, and I also think I don't know if Leo Kottke looked up to him, but I mean, I just put all these people kind of in that same group, so of American primitive guitar, but really beautiful sounding guitar. So this is the one I really wanted to pick up, and most places only had one copy. I think you know, I've seen on the VC and heard other record stores talk about it, where the first drop, record stores were unsure if they wanted to buy stuff because they didn't know how well it was going to do, or if people were going to show up and buy RSD. And so since the first one went so well, all these record stores that didn't buy for the first drop bought for the second drop, and that kind of thinned everything out. So there weren't a lot of copies of stuff. I remember the first record store drop, they had a lot of leftovers, but I think this drop, they didn't have so many leftovers, not as much. So anyway, yeah, only one copy like per place that I was looking at. But anyway, that's really awesome. RSD, I'm glad I got that. I really want to get his Falconer's Arm #1. I tried to get it on Discogs, but I had a bad situation with Discogs. The seller wasn't very communicative and all that, so you know, that happens. But anyway, that's one that I'm still kind of looking for with Robbie Basho. So let's do this one actually first. All right, this is one that I was really looking for. I'm so glad that it's an audiophile pressing of this, but it's Willie Colon from the Fania label, Cosa Nuestra. Yeah, this is one of his, you know, earlier albums, 1973, I believe. Him and Hector Lavoe. Hector Lavoe did all, you know, Willie Colon's a trombonist and the band leader, but Hector Lavoe did the vocals all the time for Willie Colon. So anyway, but this is an audiophile pressing, you know, mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio. So yeah, really happy to have that. If you like Latin jazz, Latin music, salsa, whatever you want to call it, you should have picked that up. They probably still have it because I saw some copies still available at certain stores. This was the other one that I was looking to get. This was the big one, and I didn't open it yet. I wanted to open it in front of you guys, but it's Bill Evans, Some Other Time. This is I believe it was for last record store day, last year they released this, and it's super expensive now on Discogs, something like $100, $150, I think even more than that, but you know, this is a recording right after the Montreux Jazz Festival recording. So yeah, it's in the Black Forest, Germany, I believe. Yeah, the Lost Session from the Black Forest, Some Other Time, with Eddie Gomez and Jack DeJohnette. Sorry for the glare. Here, let me take it out. So I haven't taken it out yet. This was definitely the most expensive one. This was $50. But definitely wanted it, especially if, you know, I'm not gonna try and pick it up after the fact because it'll probably go up to the other price as well. You're probably gonna see this for $150, you know, at the lowest on Discogs, I'm sure. So yeah, happy to have that. Resonance Records. So very cool. Love Bill Evans. Then I was just kind of wandering around the store, you know, didn't really know if I wanted to. Actually, no, wait. When I was in line outside, I wasn't coming there for this, but I saw this and I remember I had listened to it and I really liked it. But it's Lee Fields. Let's Get a Groove On. This is Lee Fields' first full album for. At the time it was Desco Records, but then it split into two different record companies, Soulfire and Daptone. Daptone's the one everybody knows because I don't know if Soulfire even exists anymore. Yeah, so this is his first full-length album, pretty much on Daptone. Awesome soul funk album. Awesome. And I forgot to show this, but this is the wax for the Lee Fields album. So it's clear with some green splatter. So you can see that. But yeah, kind of cool. Hard to clean, but cool. And then I was walking around the store and I came back up to them and I was like, hey, do you still have Allman Brothers, Fillmore West? And they said, yeah, one more copy. So handed it to me, and that was after everyone had already gone through all the numbers and everything for that time. So yeah, really glad to have this. You know, and I kind of like, after reading the story about it and everything, I kind of like the fact that I have the Fillmore West, since I'm on the West Coast and San Francisco is only 2 hours away, an hour and a half away. So glad to have this one. I don't have Fillmore East, but you know what? This is right before they did Fillmore East, so I think I'm good with this one. I don't think I really even need Fillmore East. But you got Statesboro Blues, Trouble No More, Don't Keep Me Wondering, In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, Midnight Rider, Hoochie Coochie Man, Dreams, You Don't Love Me, Hotlanta, and Whipping Post. So, really cool. This is a gatefold. Open it up. Kind of tells a story right there of everything. And also has a poster inside. I also didn't open up the Bill Evans. I'll show you the Bill Evans after this. But yeah, so cool poster. I guess it glows in the dark. But keep that in there. All right, let me open up the Bill Evans. And then that's the shot on the back with the songs, the trio. Cool pictures. There's the Black Forest. So, yeah, really awesome. All right, and then the two albums, I was walking around and before I actually even went back and got the Allman Brothers, picked this up. It was one that I actually wanted to pick up on last record store, but last record store day. But I had too much stuff in my hand, and even though it was just $10, you know, I was like, just, you know, it all adds up, right? So anyway, Phil Ox, Pleasures of the Harbor. Yeah, so kind of if you don't know who Phil Ox is, I would, you know, the quickest way to say it is, you know, he's a Bob Dylan-esque character around that time in the folk scene, so just less known. And then I'm glad I got this. They actually had two copies. I went ahead and picked up the one that looked a little bit better. $19, but or $20, $19.99. But yeah, it's a Mississippi Fred McDowell. I don't play no rock and roll, and it is on. I don't know if this is an original or not. I have to look it up, but it's on a Capitol. So yeah, I don't know if it's an original or not. But yeah, super clean copy. So glad to have that. Have a couple Fred McDowell already, so this gives me another one. I'm a big fan of Fred McDowell. Love his voice, love his guitar playing. So anyway, that is my record store day haul. The one that I wanted that I did not get is this one. And it only had 1,000 copies. It's Dave Pike, Jazz for the Jet Set. I called the record store the day prior to make sure that they had it, and they said yes. I got there. I was only number 7, as you saw in the picture, and I didn't look like the people in front of me were there for the Dave Pike album. Not to, judge a book by its cover or anything, but I actually asked the people right in front of me what they were there for, and they weren't there for that. So, and that was 2 numbers ahead of me. So, yeah, they only did 1,000 copies, but super cool. It basically looks or sounds like the cover looks. Super cool, kind of loungy, but not loungy in a bad way. Loungy jazz, 60s jazz. It's something you would hear maybe in like a soundtrack or something. It sounds really, really cool, kind of laid back. Dave Pike's a vibraphonist, and it has Herbie Hancock on it playing the organ, which he never really did. But he plays it well in that. I've listened to it many times on Spotify now. And anyway, I was looking for that, but didn't find it. Anyway, I had asked them if they had it, went there, and they didn't have it on the list. And then I went inside and asked, and the guy said, "Oh, we have it at our other store." And so he had told me that they had it there, but they had it at their San Jose location. So anyway, then got home last night. I was looking at, listening to some of my albums, and I picked up, and then I saw at 123 Go Records in Oakland, they were going to be putting everything online at 8:40 p.m. And I had called about 2 p.m. to see if they had it, because I figured by then everything would be that really people were there to get would be gone, and there would be people just shopping the store, not necessarily shopping for RSD. So anyway, they called them and they said they still had 2 copies at 2 p.m. And at 8:40 jumped on there. They said it was going to go live at 8:40. Jumped on there, checked it all out, and they did not have it. So so I guess people came in and grabbed it. But really awesome album. I'm hoping that, I don't know, I doubt they're going to do another release soon of that same album, but that'd be awesome if they did. I really love that album. Really want that album. Love the cover too. Anyway, that is my RSD haul, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.